Okay, welcome back. This is Rob. Welcome back to the channel. Today is kind of a departure because I am going to change the sound of my channel. The way that I do things right now is that I have this microphone sitting on the desk, and so it kind of limits my mobility. I've got a keyboard here. It kind of limits what I can do as far as audio quality for my voiceover on the videos that I do. So I'm going to do a little test. So, like, I don't know if you can hear, I got the window partially cracked, just so you can get an idea of what I'm going to go over is gain staging. And I want to give you an idea of what that is. What you're looking at here is a software program called Audio Hijack. And what it allows you to do is set up virtual signal paths. Just basically signal path that, like, this is where the input device on this one is my Blue Yeti microphone. And then I have it running through Dialog Denoise from iZotope. Then I have an Ozone Exciter. All right. Then I've got a FabFilter Pro Q2. It kind of takes some of the problematic frequencies of my voice out. And I may actually be doing some more EQ. And then I've got a VU meter here to kind of show where I'm at. So what I'm going to do is a little test here. And right now I'm turning the mic down, turning the mic down, turning the mic down, turning the mic down. And my voice should be getting quieter and quieter and quieter. All right. Now I'm turning the mic up, and this is the mic gain. Turning the mic up, which basically means I'm turning the amplifier up. I'm turning this whole channel that you see on the screen, this whole channel, I'm turning it up. Because the very input volume is basically controlling the whole channel. Now you see the VU meters way up there. And that's pretty much full tilt boogie right there. All right. And so now I'm going to see exactly where I'm at because it's on the back. Okay. Now I'm back at 12 o'clock. And so if I walked way in the back, now you could probably hear a little computer hiss because when I'm running ScreenFlow, which is what I use for capturing my computer screen, the computer likes to run the fans. So now, one of the ways to affect the background noise is to amplify the source and not amplify everything else. So if I were to be way back here, in fact, I'll take the headphones off and I'm going to go way across over by the window. And I'm going to turn this way up so you can hear me. And you're going to hear everything else too. You're going to hear the computer hiss. So I got it turned way up. So now I'm way back here. And I'm back here by the window. And you can probably still hear me all right because I've turned the gain of the channel way up. But there's a problem with that. You can hear all the road noise, you can hear everything else. Now I'm going to go ahead and shut this down a little bit. But one of the things that is interesting about gain staging is that you want the source of whatever you're recording to be loud. And in this case, I'm turning this down a little bit. In this case, the source is me. So to get myself, the source, to be louder, I can either raise my voice like that, which gets to, it starts creating different voice inflections and not good noises come out when a person has to raise their voice, unless they're singing rock and roll, I guess. But if I move the mic closer, I don't have to talk as loud. and my voice gets quite loud. In fact, what that will allow me to do is turn down the mic gain. But an interesting thing happens. A benefit of that is if I turn the channel amplification down, because the channel right now, when I turn it up, it's amplifying everything. So let me turn it down. I'm going to turn it down to about 9 o'clock. You probably heard a lot of the noise, especially the computer noise, go away. So now I'm up really close. Now, just to give you an idea of what this dialogue denoise does, I'm going to turn it on and off. So it cuts away some of the background noise. But if I have the microphone real close like this, then I don't have to talk as loud. I don't have to have the amplification on the microphone channel turned up as much, which means I'm not amplifying everything, and I will have higher quality videos. So that's the entire goal. And so in part 2 of this video, it's going to be broken up into 2 parts. I'm going to be installing a Rode microphone boom, which will allow me to have the microphone suspended right in front of my face, and we'll see how that goes. Okay? Okay, so here's the latest edition. It is a Rode PSA-1 Studio Arm, and it's very, very sturdy. Rode makes microphones, so there was no way I was going to consider any of the other off-brand, offshore, cheaper boom arms. This one here is the highest rated, and I'll show you a couple other things it does that's really great. So let me get this thing put together. Okay, so here's what you get. You get the clamp that's going to clamp onto the end of my desk. You get the arm itself, and it's got the little safety. It says caution. You don't want to open that up in front of anything valuable, namely your face, because it will smack you. Okay, so you have to be very careful. And then, of course, where's the other? Oh, this thing right here. This is if you want to drill a hole through your nice desk, I don't know, and just have a permanent hole in your desk to stick the boom arm in. Okay. So, all right. So let me unwrap this. Okay, you're probably hearing a bunch of noise, and we should be live. I'm getting a bunch of alerts. Okay. All right. So that seems to be working fairly well. Next thing is I have a pop filter. A pop. Okay. And so now I need to turn this down, right? Let's see where we're at here. Okay. I turn this. Actually, I did have it down. Okay, so that's going to be roughly the level that we'll be talking. And test, 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 test. Do have a red line here. Okay. All right. So far it's working exactly as I had envisioned it working. Okay, now for the pop filter. It's pretty heavy, this pop filter, which is kind of disappointing. Accidentally hit mute there. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so the pop filter is a little bit big, so I may have to just go like this, play around with it a little bit. Okay, I do not want to use, okay, and we're going to do a test on the, okay. Okay, so the microphone, all right. Okay. May have to rethink the configuration of the microphone. In other words, have it pointed down. I don't know how that's going to work, but because I can't really see my keyboard unless I go like this, but that's fine. Okay, let's see what the sound. Let's go with guitars, acoustic guitar, acoustic guitar. Get this on here. Okay, it's just going to take a little bit of getting used to here for when I type. The few times that I type while I'm doing a video, I'll just push it away like this. Do a little typing. And this is again another sound test to see how that goes. Well, I adapted to that fairly well. And so now I'm moving the boom mic around. Let's see, let's do some keyboard work here. Let's do some recording here. Okay, let's see how we did there. All right. So let's go back to the beginning. Move this over here. Probably still going to hear quite a bit of the, let's see what we're doing on level wise on the main. We're still doing okay. Let's play Logic. Okay, Okay, so got the new microphone hooked up. The pop filter is a lot bigger than I thought, so I may have to think about that a little bit. I don't know if it's going to make that big a difference. Pop, 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 pop. Okay. And let's move it up. Pop, 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 pop. Okay. So thank you very much for watching, and this is going to be a kind of a turning point for the channel as far as the audio quality. I'm going to be all Saddlewick production now. Okay, going to have a microphone in front of me. So I think that's going to work out pretty good. What do you think? And if you like this video, hit that like button. And if you want to be notified for the next one, hit subscribe and the little bell, and you'll get a alert. Thank you very much. Whoops. And goodbye.